Hi everyone. Yeah, that was weird. But hi. So today is a book review, as I've just finished the last book in the House of Night series. This book is called Redeemed, by PC and Kristin Cass, mother and daughter team. I don't believe I read this, and so I'll read it. Zoe Redbird is in trouble. Having released the Seer Stone to Aphrodite and surrendered herself to the Tulsa police, she has isolated herself from her friends and mentors, determined to face the punishment she deserves, even if that means her body will reject the change and begin to die. Only the love of those closest to her can save her from the darkness in her spirit. But a terrible evil has emerged from the shadows, more powerful than ever. Nefrit has finally made herself known to mortals, crowning herself a dark goddess. She is evil unleashed, enslaving the citizens of Tulsa. The vampires of the House of Night have banded with the police and are gathering every last resource they have. But they know that no single vampire is strong enough to vanquish her, unless that vampire has the power to summon the elements as well as the ability to wield old magic. Only Zoe is the heir to such power, but because of the consequences of using old magic, she isn't able to help. In the final electrifying novel in the House of Night series, an epic battle of light versus darkness will decide who is redeemed and who is forever lost. So yeah, there are 12 books in this entire series, and I know it's 12 because there's 4 across and 3 down. Yes, I am really horrible with math. So I use tricks like this to know what the total number is. And I sadly can't read you this part up here because my silly library covered it up with their stickers. Anyway, I believe I said I would do a complete review when I finish the whole entire series. And now I have. So, this is not a favorite of mine. Well, yeah. It was good in some parts, but that was kind of, let's say, 30% was good parts, and the 70% was just, to me at least, it was very, very whiny. And some of the stuff in here, I don't believe are vampires, and I didn't like the way both of them, did stuff to, like, the vampire community, and how certain things were like this or like that, and like how you become a vampire and stuff like that. But as I have always said, I may not like it, but this is what the author has thought of. It's like, same with Twilight. I'm not a fan of it, but that's what the author wanted to do. But to say the least, I like this vampire series better than Twilight. Though both this one and Twilight are freaking whiny. Like, yes, granted, they're both teenagers, but you don't have to be so freaking whiny. Like, I have read a trilogy, which is not a vampire series, but still like a teen book. And I have a bunch of other teen books that I've read, and I have yet to read. But they're not so whiny. Like, seriously. That's the major part I hate about this series, is that our heroine, Zoe, is so freaking whiny. Holy shit. Yeah. But I liked the fact that it had hold on, I need to shut my door. My dad and my sister just came home from doing something, but I liked the witchcraft stuff where it involved like elementals and having supernatural powers and affinity to like elemental stuff. And one of them is like a prophetess, or she sees visions. And there's another prophetess, like another one who sees visions, but they come out as poetry. She doesn't have like images. It's just like some words and poems. And then another, not really a prophetess, but she has the ability to see auras, and like she interprets like these colors, and how like she interprets this one character as her aura as like dead eyes of a rotten fish, where it's like cloudy and milky and just like sickening and stuff like that. Like that's her power. I like that, and I like the fact that they use candles and like spells, so that they've incorporated like witchcraft kind of stuff. But they don't say it's witchcraft, which is okay, but it's like you're using witchcraft. They also incorporate like fae. Not exactly. Fae is, they say, is part of the old magic, which is pretty cool. It's okay. Like, this is an okay series. It's not a series that I want to buy, but I'm sure some of you would want to buy it. I can understand if you do want to buy it. I can see how you would really love this entire series. But I only have the second book, which is fine. Like, if I want to read the series, I can, because the library has it. I have the second book, and it's like, I feel like reading the series again. But it's not something I love. But there are certain, like 30% of the entire series, just like the entirety of all 12 books, that I would love to read. Like, there were some, especially like certain books, like especially in this book, there were parts that like I couldn't stop reading. Like the last like 5-6 chapters, I read like the last 5 of them last night, and I read the last one today. And like I didn't want to stop, but I felt a little awkward wanting to do my book review with my boyfriend here last night. So yeah, I've yet to feel comfortable doing that in front of him, because like I'm pretty sure he'll think I am completely nuts, as my dad probably thinks. I don't know, but I love books, and this is a good thing for me to do because it's fun and I get to talk about books. This is an interesting cover. Like, all the covers are pretty interesting, and they all kind of like have something involving with the book that it's on. But this one, like, it has this woman here with dark hair and green eyes, and it has this woman here with white hair, and I have no idea who these two women represent. I'm thinking maybe this one represents Neferet, because she has like green eyes. Like, they emphasize that she has green eyes. Like, everything in here is kind of like kind of like faded out into like black and white. Well, the dress here is a little tinged a little purple, but her eyes are green, and throughout the entire series they're a little times where they talk about Nefert's green emerald eyes. So it's like, I think this is Nefert, but I have no idea who this one is. I don't even know if that is Nefert. 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 Neferti. Nefertia. Nefert. Yes. If I'm pronouncing her name wrong, I apologize. But I believe it's supposed to be like a name taken from Neferta? Neferita? Nefert. So, it's not like this came with like a little list saying how name pronunciations, where it has name and then how you pronounce it, like name dash pronunciation. It's not like it has that in the book, and I don't even think they have it on the website. Like, this is how you pronounce these specialty names. And like in this book here, it says like one of the characters is like, I'm so annoyed that people say my name Airbus, like Airbus, and his name is spelled Erebus. I pronounce it Erebus, Airbus, like AIR, like the E. Airebus. I pronounce it that way, not Airbus. Erebus. Like, I'm enunciating that E. Don't know if it's pronounced that way. I really don't care, because I'm not exactly getting this entire series. It's not my entire favorite. But how do I say this? I don't recommend it, but you should at least give it a try. Like, at least, yeah, just give it a try. It is a somewhat good book. But for those of you who are somewhat like me, if you have read these, watched these books, watched me do this video, you might understand how I like my books and stuff like that. And why I might not be like a huge fan of this when I love vampire books. And just, yeah. What can I say about this specific book? I really don't want to give it away, but there's something in here that it's different than the other books, like very different. I don't like the fact that after a few books, they started doing this. Hold on, let's choose one that I don't want to give away. Here. Or they start having like sections on like, this is Zoe's point of view and like Aphrodite's point of view and stuff like that. I found that very annoying. It's freaking annoying. I would have preferred that just in third person and having like, yeah. I just found it very annoying. Or keep it in first person point of view. Like, pick one person point of view and then just stick with it. That's just what I like. But there are two new characters in this book that you get to find out their side of the story, or like get into their mind. Anything else? Not much. I think that's pretty much all that I have to say about this book. But I will say, just try it out. If you don't like it, then you don't really have to keep it. Like, I would recommend, if you are going to try reading this series, borrow it from the library. Like, borrow it in, like, physical form, or if you have, like, an e-reader or Kobe, like, I have a Kobe now. I haven't used it yet. I don't really want to use it, but anyway, for those of you who have that, maybe your library has that option of letting you borrow e-reader books. Like, because my library does that now. And I think it's pretty cool because, I don't know, some people don't like that. Don't like carrying around an actual physical book. They want something a lot slimmer and lighter and stuff like that. But I love reading the physical book. I love turning the pages. I love the feel of paper between my fingers. I love the feel of the hardcover in my hand. I love the smell of the book paper. I just love the smell. I apologize for my lighting. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. It's gonna be a little weird, but there we go. At least I'm a little brighter. And I've slowed down a bit, but whatever. It still works. So yeah. This is book 12, Redeemed. This is Redeemed by PC and Kristin Cast. Book 12 of the House of Night series. Yeah. I do say give it a try. Like, obviously, start at the beginning. In the book number 1 is called Marked. And that's a pretty easy book to remember, because part of what I didn't like is that they got marked. They didn't get, like, you don't bite them, and they drink your blood and stuff like that. That I find is, like, you know, the traditional way of turning into a vampire, or like Carpathian, like anything involving like vampire form. That's what I like about the series. That's what I like about being how you become a vampire. That's what I've known of how you become a vampire, not like you have a tracker, like apparently trackers are the one who find people, and like apparently they mark them, and they just no, you're marked. You're gonna become a fledgling vampire. Like, that's like, what? Why did you just touch my forehead? That's just what? It's a little silly. That's me. Okay. So that I talked a good 13 minutes about this book and series. So yeah, that's that book. I have borrowed this book from the library, Dream Eyes by Jane Ann Krentz, and it's part of a Dark Legacy novel. This is book 2. I've already read the first book, which is called Copper Beach. I kind of would have liked if she called this like Copper Eyes instead of Dream Eyes, because apparently the next book, I read it somewhere here. I did see it somewhere here. It's supposed to be like maybe another dream thing. But yeah. This is Dream Eyes by Jane Ann Krentz. It's part of her present day books. She has 2 pseudonyms. Amanda Quick does her historical like past, And then there's Jane Castle. Yeah, Jane Castle does her future books. So this is her present day stuff. I haven't read anything of her future stuff, but I have read her historical or past books and her present day books, and those are really good. I like that. And she does a lot of like paranormal powers, like a lot of kind of like psychic kind of powers where you use your mind and stuff. Yeah. And I think I don't know if I think I told you that I have actually completed her whole entire Arcane Society series. Like I have all of them, and I've only actually I've read 2 of her books, and they're both her historical ones. And I'll get to that when I get to the K's, because I've put that whole entire series in under her actual name, just to make it easier for at least myself. Let's read the flat part. A Suspicious Death, A Ghost in a Mirror, the new dark legacy novel from the New York Times best-selling author, known for crafting novels of burning passion and chilling suspense. It's weird, but every time I read something every time I have a romance novel, it's always New York's best-selling. Like, all of them are #1. It's just a little weird, like how they're all best-selling. But, and like sometimes they say New York Times #1 best-selling author. It's like, why is it #1? Why is there? Are they all tied for first place or something like that? It's just a little weird. But I'm guessing, like, if right now I'm saying it's best to say like best-selling author, because then it says like they have like the top numbers. They're not saying who's first or anything. They're just saying like these are the highest ranking. Like, these are like in the top 5 people. These are like the top 5 people who are like sell the most. Stuff like that. Anyway, let's get on to this. Gwen Fraser, it's Fraser, is no stranger to ghosts. She sees them in pools of water, windows, mirrors, any reflective surface, at the scene of violent deaths. But finding justice for the dead is something she's not trained to do, and a luxury she can't afford. What pays the bills is her work as a psychic counselor who sees auras and interprets dreams. The death of her friend and mentor, Evelyn Bollinger, brings Gwen back to the small town of Willoughby, Oregon, and brings back memories she would rather forget. 2 years ago, a killer stalker stalked the members of one of Bollinger's research studies, including Gwen. She survived, but 2 others didn't, though the deaths were attributed to natural causes. The apparent suicide of the killer killed the case, yet Gwen knows otherwise, and now she's a suspect. Enter Judson Coppersmith, a man. Okay, Coppersmith is like the previous one. It's his brother. We were introduced to both siblings, because this is a trilogy, I think it is. She does a lot of trilogies. But, whatever, anyway. A man of startling... I just remember Judson. I remember him mentioned in Copper Beach. That's all. Sorry. A man of startling power and disturbing energy. Sent by a friend to help Gwen, the psychic investigator arrives in Willoughby, barely in control of his own talent and his own life. Haunted by urgent dreams, his attraction to Gwen is primal. but there are secrets he must keep to protect himself from surrendering to her completely. As their investigation into death's past and present, oh God, I can't talk, draws them ever closer to danger, Gwen finds herself going too far into dreamscapes, into decades of deception, and into the fires of a desire too strong to resist. Apparently so. Jane Ann Krentz is the author of 50 New York Times bestsellers. She has written contemporary romantic suspense novels under that name, as well as futuristic and historical romance novels under the pseudonyms Jane Castle and Amanda Quick, respectively. She lives in Seattle. Holy crap, I can't talk. Okay. For Frank, as always, with love. Acknowledgements. A very special thanks to Stephen Castle, a course director for the National Association of Underwater Instructors, NAUI, an instructor trainer for the Public Safety Diving Association, PSDA, and an instructor trainer for TDI. I don't know what the heck TDI is. He owns AAI Neptune Divers. I don't know what AAI means anyway. Las Vegas. And he is Cavern Cave certified. I am grateful for his technical assistance and advice. Also, I am proud to say he is my brother. Really, it is just so useful having an expert in the family. Any errors in the text are mine. All mine. And that's it. I've already started this because my boyfriend hadn't left early enough for me to do the video. So I've already done chapter 1 and on to chapter 2. So chapter 1 was a little weird for this, but I know this is going to be interesting because I love her work, and I'm a big fan of romance novels. So that's about it. I still have a giveaway. I still have that purse if people still want it. Because I have found that I have people watching my videos, which is so cool. Thanks, guys. If you like my videos, please like them. If you really liked the video, please give a thumbs up. Just please continue watching my videos, because like in October I was looking over all of my videos, and before October all of my videos didn't have that many views on them, but when I checked again in October they had a lot more views on them, and it's like, oh my god, that is so incredible. Thanks, guys. Yeah. I have 2 books at the library. One of them has come in. I will eventually show it to you after I finish this book. And then I have another Pretty Little Liars book. I told you about it. It has the black background on it. And it's not, when I checked the first time, it wasn't on the website, so. Yeah. So, I think we're gonna end my video here. I have nothing really else to talk about. I did the book review. I showed you the book I'm reading next. I still have the purse giveaway. Yes, I am gonna stop talking because my head is hurting. I have weird lighting right now. I'm a little bit hungry and thirsty, and my neck hurts, and I just want to sit here and watch videos. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.